Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are done for court for the day. We're now speaking with Will Powers, and Old Bag dropped a real bombshell at the end of the last one. She was withholding quite important information, so we're going to see what happens next. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I say... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We'll have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. Next trial or next day of the trial? So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? No. Could it really have been old Windbag? No, I'm thinking it's probably going to be the producer or the director. What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. No, neither do I. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Okay, at the end of the day, we could literally have just gone a bit further and saved and cut it there, but never mind. Such is the life of a person who does blind Let's Plays. You don't really know what's around the corner, so there we go. Anyway, we'll crack on with the next day, shall we? I guess it's the next day. Oh no, maybe not. October the 18th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oof, what a day. No, so it's still the same day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Okay, well, it's kind of weird that you can like, I don't know if it's weird, but you can like just re-examine the same things. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is the thought that I have to read all these now. Like, we've been through all this stuff before, but I don't know if anything changes. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes you feel like a professional. Yeah, I don't feel like we need to go through this stuff again. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see if she's got anything to say. Oh yeah, what to do. What do you think we should do? What do I do? Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Alright, then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying! Let's get to these studios pronto. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. Okay, fine. Alright, I don't feel like we need to be looking around here. So we can go back to the detention centre and I guess talk to Powers, but I think we should probably head here first. October the 18th, 2:16 PM, Global Studios, main gate. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, so because we pointed the finger at her, she's been arrested. That's maybe a little mean. I guess they don't have anyone to replace her. Hey, in the guard station. Look, she left her donuts. ... What? I wasn't going to eat them. Sure. Alright, well let's have a look around here. That I do want to do. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Okay. So, we've got the gate here. The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Maybe. Maybe not. Is this the map? An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Can we do anything with this computer now? The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Oh, well that's a little bit suspicious. The security guard station. Miss Oldbag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. Okay, fine. So, let's, I guess, move somewhere else. So, We can go to the employee area, or we can go outside Studio 1. I feel like we probably want to look at Studio 2 at some point, but I don't know if we'll be able to get in there. So, I mean, should we just go to the employee area first and then head down the other way afterwards? October the 18th, Global Studios employee area. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey. Oh. Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh? Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. Yeah, I can see that that's happened. I was just about to point that out. You mean that one? It looks like it's just had a cardboard box taped over it loosely. I don't think that will stop anyone coming through. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things will happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, it's her job. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. Why? I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Really? Right, see you later then. Okay. Good luck with your investigation. That's a bit odd if you ask me. Alright, let's have a look at this thing. So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? No, we can't. She's serious? Uh-oh. I mean, do we want to rip it open? The thing is, if we want to rip it open, then anyone can get in, right? So, I mean, we could get in a lot of trouble, but my only thinking is if we rip it open, could that mean that somebody could get in and we could maybe catch them in the act? Or maybe like the kid actually saw something, so if he comes back in, maybe we can catch him here and question him. So let's do it. We could get in trouble for this though. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. I mean, yeah, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Hey, yeah! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. Alright, so it's back open. So, I mean, the kid could get through that surely anyway. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. It must be. What else have we got? We've got a bike. Looks like one of those electric powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go, but yeah, we did all this before, I think. So, these plates are still here. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. Yeah, so we looked at this stuff before, didn't we? It's a shame that stuff you've already examined previously goes back to not having the tick on it. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably near old Tokyo Castle. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but to make things easier, I would probably suggest that things you've looked at should stay that, unless there's a reason to look at it again, in which case it resets to the other one, but, you know, whatever. Anything going on over here? We've got this bin. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum? Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Well, wait, look. Samurai soda. Okay, yeah, we did this before as well. This is all familiar. I don't know whether we can get in here. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal. I mean, we're not thieves. But we did take the card key. We borrowed that as a difference. Yeah, okay, maybe we can head in then, I suppose. Can we go in? We can go in. Maybe we'll have another look. Okay, October the 18th, Global Studios dressing room. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh, she's got a point. Yeah, that is a point. Maybe they could see through the window. Oh no, it looks like it's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. So, yeah, that's a good point. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here like he said. So this is probably where it was, right? There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. Did we look in this bag? Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey! Supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. Alright, so that's his stuff. Can we... What's this? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to employees. Some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick! What now? These snacks. They've passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. Oh, they're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. No, leave them alone. Okay, so we've got like the wigs and stuff. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick. Okay. Explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I am kind of like samurai movies. Yeah, okay, so we did that as well. So, I'm not... There's a mirror here. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky. Yeah, so we did all of this stuff. Minus going through that bag, I think. So, we've been here. So, can we go to the studios? Oh, hello. Forgot she was here. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Okay, can we talk to her? Yeah, the studios. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? The fanboy. Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him though, I can imagine. The director. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Interesting. So the producer could be key. Okay, we can't... I wondered if that would have changed. Okay. Do we have anything we can present to her? Maybe the murder weapon? Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Good question. Alright. Let's move on from here then. And I suppose we go towards the studios. Looks like the head and the bush thing are still in the way, which is not ideal. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so... we've seen all of this stuff before, I think. I don't know whether it's worth investigating this stuff unless we're turning up empty-handed. In the trial, they said Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem. This monkey head is really heavy. Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell. Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. This is suspicious if you ask me. I don't know why they didn't know Studio 2 was there, seeing as it clearly says here and it's on the map, but whatever. Game progression, right? Outside Studio 2. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll check out Studio 1 in a bit. October the 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Crash. Eek! Nick! What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Alright, so we might have to go back to the guard station and get this key, but we will do that in the next episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossy the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties, and I'll see you next time.